KnowZone. This is a place where we have lots of fun, where we learn. I'm Janet.
I'm Charlie. And I am Marara. Rah!
Wait, Mara, look at this place. It's such a mess.
Mara, didn't we tell you that you needed to clean up?
Well, I'm sorry, Charlie, but I just had things to do.
That's not good of you.
Yeah. Okay, well, we hope that the rest of the studio isn't this dirty.
Right now, I think I have something to do. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go.
Yes. We have all your favorites today, from Junction teens, cool words, bus stories.
That's right. Now, first, why don't we go into the chill out zone and meet today's studio guests?
Hey, Kabosi, you missed a spot. Hey, no, yeah, pick that one up.
What is going on?
What about?
No.
Okay, guys,
Sit down, please. Just stop. Sit down. Atienne, no. Come back. Marara, what are you doing?
What? I thought you wanted the studio clean. So I thought I would ask the guests to help.
Mara, are you serious? You can't ask these kids to clean. It's exploitative.
Just leave it alone. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Listen, we are very sorry for the cleaning, and we are very excited that you made it to the studio. Now, Kabosi, can you tell us what today's topic is all about?
It's about child labor.
That's right. It is about child labor. Now, you know about child labor. It's a serious problem. Now, who can tell us what the buzzwords are?
Campaign,
Labor.
program, income generating.
That's right. All these buzzwords teach us more about child labor. Listen out for them throughout today's episode.
What? I still don't see what the big fuss is all about.
Well, then maybe Marara, our friends in Makutano, will help you understand. It's time for Junction Teens.
Well, here. It's still dirty.
I didn't have to go to school today. I'm so tired.
I'm not done my homework. Teacher Penny will be so upset.
Just tell her the truth. She'll understand. What's wrong?
No, my shoes. I wish I had a new pair. The torn again.
You know we can't afford a new pair of school shoes.
But I'm sure if I ask Auntie, she'll agree. I'm sure she'll have money to buy for both of us.
Yesterday you asked her for a new pair of football boots. She said no. What makes you think she'll say yes to a new pair of school shoes? Just go to school and use the class glue to fix. And work carefully next time.
I wish I had my own money. I would buy for myself a shoe and you too.
You know you'd need a job for that.
I think I should get a job. At least to help you and Auntie.
Let's go to school. The lessons are about to start. It wasn't that tough. The help Amisha has been helping me with has really helped my math.
Yeah, I think I'll also start giving maths lessons because today's lesson was very easy.
Maybe you should even become a professor something.
James, catch up.
I'm walking as fast as I can.
James, is something wrong with your shoe?
No, I just have a sore leg, yes, that's all.
That's a sore leg.
Yes.
James.
We can't afford a new pair of school shoes, so James just fixed the one he has so we can buy another one.
Fix to do what?
Class glue.
Then his socks will never leave his shoe.
Don't worry, I have a great way of fixing James's shoe. Let's go to the hideout and I'll show you how.
James, where are you?
Maybe his shoe at you.
Excuse me, sir.
What?
I'm here for the job. I saw the poster in town.
Ah, the job.
Yes.
What can you do?
Anything. I just need the money. I want to get myself a new pair of shoes.
You'll be able to afford them after this. I'll pay you good money.
So, when can I start?
Today. Let's go and show you.
I found a needle but I don't think there's any thread or glue in here.
Bakari, are you sure of what to do?
Yes, see, I fix my shoes all the time.
Campaign.
Spell it.
CAMPAIN.
Wrong.
CAMPAIGN.
Correct.
Why are you sitting? There's so much to do.
We're trying to figure out how to help James.
Where's James and where does he need help?
Nita told us that his shoes are torn, so we are trying to figure out a way of fixing them nicely.
But we don't know where he is. But I'm still sure he's in Makutano.
Well, if he needs our help, why don't we go find him? Just go back down the path until we find him.
For once, you have a good idea.
We still don't have everything we need to make this work.
But why don't you and Nita go find the rest of what we need? The rest of us can go and find James, yeah?
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. You never told me what job you're going to give me. You just told me you're going to pay me good money.
Keep quiet, this is serious business. Now dig till when you come across a pipe. After that, call me. I'll do everything.
But you've not even told me how much you're going to pay and you want me to do all this work.
You're asking too many questions. Do you want the work or not?
So do you know how much we're getting paid?
No, but you'd better start digging before he gets back.
But...
Just start digging, otherwise you'll be in trouble. Sometimes he comes to check.
Okay.
I have a great way of fixing James's shoes. They can hold up until he can afford another pair. And that's how I fix my shoes and they stay brand new.
You're actually really smart, Bakari.
Yeah, really smart.
I would like to see you try and fix your shoes.
Well, actually,
Boys, we need to find James. He must be around town.
Maybe you want to fix his shoes.
no, I don't think so. He'll need money to go and fix his shoes in town.
Where will he get the money? Maybe he has gone to steal.
No. James is not a thief.
Guys, come take a look at this.
The meat grill. Then that means Snake is the one who put up this advert.
But who would be stupid enough to work for Snake?
You don't think...
James. We need to find him. He might be in big trouble.
Yeah, who knows what Snake is making him do?
Come on, let's go.
We need to find James first.
I think we know where James is.
Where? It's Snake.
Wait, there is Snake. Where is James and Freddy?
We need to find out what they're doing. Let's follow him.
You're working slowly. Work faster, faster, faster.
We can only walk so fast.
Yeah, these jerry cans are so heavy.
Come on, make yourself useful here. Or else you'll not be paid by the end of the day. Faster, faster, faster!
Ay, this isn't right. He's torturing them.
That's a job. Some people have harder jobs.
But they're children. When children are subjected to such work, it's called child labor.
It's like slavery. Me, I'd never do such a thing.
Let's go. Freddy, what are you doing here?
Hey, what does it look like? You can see we are working.
This isn't working. He's forcing you to do so.
We're not being forced, we're being paid to do this.
So, how much has Snake promised to pay you?
He hasn't given you a price. You're being lied to.
I saw this when we were with my mom in Ethiopia. They started a program in our school about stopping slavery and child labor. It was very cool.
The point is, children should not be working. They should be in school, learning and playing with their friends.
What about the money? I need to be a man who can earn his own money. I need to buy myself a new pair of shoes.
It's fine to want to have your own money, but not when you're still a child. You can do better things than let Snake take advantage of you.
I'm not a child.
And Snake still owes us money.
You'll be taken advantage of. And I think what Snake is doing is illegal.
Exactly. He has been sabotaging the water supply so that he can make money. And by the way, why don't you go to Snake for your wages?
Where's the water I sent you?
I'm not getting you any more water till you pay us what you owe us.
I owe you nothing. I was just doing you a favor, you idle children, but you are lazy and slow.
We worked hard. We did everything you told us. Yeah.
Not everything. Where's my water? You are the worst people I've ever employed. All you had to do was to find the pipe and you'll have become millionaires. So you'll have been rich. Hey, what's going on here?
You are under arrest, Snake, for tampering with Makutano's water supply and child exploitation.
It can't be. I'm innocent.
We had the whole thing. We heard how you made these children work for you. And they took us where you made them dig up the pipe and cut Makutano. We know everything.
Please don't do this.
We are taking you to jail. This time, you have gone too far.
Now, I guess this is the time that you guys say we were right.
You saw the snake went crying like a baby.
Who knew you could cry like that?
I'm just glad that you're okay, Freddy.
And I hope you guys won't tell me Amishi about this. Huh?
Don't worry, James. Your secret is safe with us.
Speak for yourself. If you don't talk, the shoe will talk.
My shoe has torn up again. Now what will I do?
Don't worry. Bakari the genius will fix it for you.
Yeah, that's because I'm smarter than you.
Why are you acting weirdly all day? Is there a problem?
No.
It's too bad we didn't get paid for this. I wonder how much Snake was making from this water business.
There must be other income generating idea around here.
Yeah, we could make cards and sell them when it's Christmas or Easter.
Or make dress or even have a painting day.
Or organize a fun day for the standard 1 class.
Or we could do a play. We could raise enough money for the whole school. And anyone else who doesn't have shoes.
I need this luggage taken to my house. Please.
Of course. How much?
50 shillings.
Ah, good. Hold there. Let's go. Hey, let's go. I'm done. Ready? Beep, beep, beep.
That was a brilliant episode. Did you all enjoy it?
Yes! Hey, what about you, Mara? Did it help you change your opinion on child labor?
Oh, yes, it did. And I'm so glad that the Askaris caught Snake for what he did wrong.
Oh.
And the Junction teens, they really helped James and Freddy.
Oh, yes. Snake was really taking advantage of Freddy and James.
Yes, he was. Now, what buzzwords did you hear?
Campaign.
Labor.
Program.
Income generating.
Well done. You had all of the buzzwords. Now, for you at home, please remember to avoid any situations like the one Snake got Freddy and James into. It is not allowed for anybody to take advantage of you for money.
Right. But Charlie, is child labor the same as chores?
Mara, no. Listen, you must help your parents by doing your chores, but do not let people take advantage of you for money. Now that is child labor.
Speaking of child labor, aren't you supposed to be cleaning the studio alone?
What? But I thought you said child labor was wrong.
Yes, it is wrong, but last time I checked, he was a lion, right? Right?
Hey, we all know what that means. It's time for us to join Teacher Pendle so that she can help us improve our English skills. It's time for...
Cool words.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Teacher Pendo.
Welcome to Cool Words. Now today I'd like us to begin with a discussion on child labor. Now let's all look at these images on the board. We have image A and image B. Now I'd like us to look at them very carefully and tell me what you think or what you see in these pictures. Now let's start with the first image.
Teacher Pendo?
Yes, Marara?
Well, image A shows happy children at school.
Very good. And someone else? Yes, Abdi?
It is break time at the school.
Aha, very good. Someone else? Yes, Atieno?
They're having fun singing some songs.
Excellent. Well done. Now let's move on to image B. Now who can tell me their thoughts on image B? Yes, Nyambura?
The child is not at school.
Very good. The child is definitely not at school. Someone else? Yes, Karaoke?
He's working very hard.
Very good. Another one?
Teacher Pendo?
Yes, Marara?
He doesn't look happy. In fact, he looks very tired.
That's right. Now, those are very good observations. Now, do you think it is fair for this child to be working instead of attending school?
I don't think so, Teacher Pendo. And I think the people who make them do the work should be arrested and sent to prison.
Well, sometimes it's not always the case, Marara. Maybe some have to work because they are orphans and have to take care of their younger siblings. Now, when children have to do hard work for money, we call that child labor.
But isn't there anything that can be done to prevent this from happening?
Well, the government has a plan to show that child labor is dangerous to children. Now, such a plan is called a campaign. Now, it is important to note that this does not only happen in Kenya. It is a global campaign, which means the whole world is involved. Hopefully, we can help to eliminate child labor.
Now, wait a minute.
Yes,
what's the meaning of the word eliminate?
To eliminate is to remove or get rid of. Now, I would like us to imagine what children working in a quarry would have to do. Now, let's use the words made to. Who would like to go first? Yes, Abdi?
The children were made to carry heavy stones on their backs.
Very good. Any other idea? Yes, Atieno?
They were made to keep digging even when they were tired.
Very good. Someone else? Yes, Nyambura?
The quarry owner made them work really hard.
Anything else? Yes, Karaoke?
The quarry owner made them work for little money.
Great work, all of you. Now, the first two sentences tell us what happened to the children, while the other sentences told us what the quarry owner did. Now, to practice more on this, I have a few sentences which I would like you and you at home to complete using was made to or were made to. Now, let's all think of some interesting words to use for these sentences. Now, here is the first one. Musa and Kanini arrived at school very late. They, yes, Abdi?
They were made to sweep the class after school.
Very good. Now the next sentence, Musa had done his homework very carelessly. He, yes, Atieno?
He was made to do it again.
Excellent. Next sentence, Kanini had forgotten her pen at home. She, yes, Nyambura?
She was made to use a pencil.
Very good. And the next one, in the evening, Kanini wanted to visit a friend, but she, yes, Karaoke?
She was made to stay at home.
Excellent. Last one. After supper, Musa began yawning and rubbing his eyes. He, yes, Marara?
He was made to go to bed immediately.
Very good. Well done, all of you. Now, your sentences are all quite sensible. Now, I'd like to move on to something else. Now, on the board, you can see I have two words. Tall, tallest. Now, who can tell me what tall is? Yes, Marara?
Tall is a describing word. It's an adjective.
Very good. And what about tallest?
Yeah, tallest is...
Don't worry. Now, tallest is also an adjective, but we use it when we are comparing more than two things or people. It is called a superlative adjective. Normally, we just add the letters E, S, T to the word. Now, on the board, you can see I have some adjectives, and I'd like us to take turns in converting them into superlatives. Now, who would like to go first? Yes, Abdi?
Small, smallest.
Very good. Small, smallest. What about the next one? Strong. Yes, Atieno?
Strong, strongest.
Very good. Strong, strongest. The next one, clean. Yes, Nyambura?
Clean, cleanest.
Excellent. Clean, cleanest. What about bright? Yes, Karaoke?
Bright, brightest.
Very good. Bright, brightest. And the last one, new? Yes, Marara?
newest.
Well done. Good job, all of you. Well, we're out of time for today, but be sure to join us next time for more cool words.
Oh, Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marara?
That was the bestest cool words ever.
Well, thank you, Marara, but we say best rather than bestest.
Oh.
Okay, not to worry. It's now time to join the brightest man I know. It's time to catch up with Speedy on Out There.
So who can draw the body parts of a human being? Wow, this is marvelous. Look at the drawings.
It is every child's right to have a fulfilling and a happy childhood. Every child has a right to proper food, water, education and shelter, and even medical care when they fall sick. But out here, things are not the way they should. That is why we often see young boys and girls move up and down looking for their daily bread. They will be found on the streets, in villages, and even in our homes as housemaids and houseboys. And they are so overworked, mostly from very early in the morning to late in the night for very little pay. But then, what are the main causes of child labor? It is at the crack of dawn here. We are here in Kisumu, a place called Usenge, and this is my friend Johannes and his cousin Ibrahim. It's been long since my friend Johannes and I met, so we definitely have lots of catching up to do. But Johannes tells me that they are in such a hurry as they have so much to do before sunrise. I wonder what they're up to, so let's follow them and find out. Johannes tells me that even though it is still dark here, we ought to pick some very important equipment for this task. Here is a container. This looks like a fishing net. I'm so excited. Now I know we are going fishing. Come on, good people, let's go. Johannes is now 15 years old with the free primary education. He completed his primary education 2 years ago. I can't believe that they have the courage to go all the way deep into the lake on this boat without any protective gear at all. But Johannes has told me that ever since he cleared standard 8, he has been spending most of his time here, with his cousin as well, who is only 13 years old, fishing in this lake, and so he is used to it. This is Lake Victoria. Johannes tells me they have only gone to cast their nets. They will have to go back for the nets later to see if they got any fish. As Johannes and his cousin go deep into the lake for today's fishing, other kids elsewhere are going to school in preparation for a brighter and a promising future. A future that they will have the option to want to be a doctor, a farmer, a teacher, or even a businessman by choice. Not that fishing isn't a career, but don't you need an education to be a good fisherman? To know where to fish, what to fish, and how and where to sell, and how to use the money wisely? Although Sub-Saharan Africa has been said to have the largest number of working children, as the sun rises here for these two young friends of mine, so is the life of many children around the continent, a life of struggle and deprivation. And tomorrow the cycle begins all over again, as child labor is everywhere. The growing number of working children in the Sub-Saharan Africa has been linked to many factors including economic stagnation, poverty, war, famine, and the rapid spread of HIV and orphanhood. Johannes' mom passed away in the year 2007, and ever since, things have never been the same again for him. Although he would have loved to be in school and achieve his dream of being a doctor, Johannes had to discontinue his education to fend for his family as his dad is old and sickly. And just like any other kid who is going through a similar story as Johannes's, when we critically look at the causes of child labor, we find that some are forced while others are unavoidable. As the cost of living continues shooting up everywhere, poverty and necessity are the main causes to the large number of working children, and so the proportion of children working has continued to rise in the region, not just in fishing industry, but in agriculture and factories. Child labor is characterized by low wages, long hours, and in many cases physical and sexual abuse. Hey, look! They are here. They have been gone for so long. Look, they have some fish. We already have a buyer. And so after his sale, his family will have at least a meal today. It's amazing how Johannes has learned the art of bargaining as a tool of trade, as this is what he does every day. Practically, everybody likes to have favors on his side. Because children do not ask for larger amount of payment for their services, people tend to go for them to take advantage. This encourages them without the knowledge that they are being exploited. In addition, ignorance of what child labor is also contributes to the growing problem. Oh, it must be hard work. But meanwhile, as Ibrahim goes back into the lake for more fishing, Johannes says he has to go and buy some food to take home. But as much as Johannes is helping the family, when do we cross the line from beneficial to harmful child labor? Child labor is child abuse. Proper child development and growth is interfered with as children spend a lot of energy to do works their body is not developed to do. This leaves them with no energy to grow up physically, mentally, and socially. Oh, I know today our story is sad, but trust me, there must be a solution out there. And next week, don't miss our show because we shall go out there again and find it. For now, spare a thought for all those children suffering out there. Bye!
I love going out there with Maspidi.
Oh, yes, and we always learn a lot from Maspidi. We must say thank you to everyone for letting Maspidi visit with them.
That's true. Marara, how's the cleaning going?
It's going well, but I'll be done as soon as you can say 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
No, wait, but you just counted number 1, 2, 3.
Hey, speaking of counting, how about we get to our first game and test our math skills?
Yes, it's time for the big 3.
Now, welcome to the Big 3. This game is all about your numbers. There are 2 teams. There are 3 sums, and there are 5 seconds to solve each sum. The winning team is the team that solves the most sums correctly. They get to take these wonderful books back to their school, courtesy of our friends, the Longhorn Publishers.
That's right. Now, if the scores are tied in the end, we move into a tiebreaker question.
Now, in this game, you will only see the question written down at the end of the game, and you will only hear the question once.
Right, now you must answer the question and write down your answer on the answer pad provided within the 5 seconds. Or your answer will not count even if it's correct. Are the rules clear?
Yes! And for you at home, try and keep up and see how well you do. Now, Marara, are you going to help us skip time?
Oh, yes, I will. And start the clock. Stop the clock. I am ready.
Well now, Marara is ready. Let's get to our first sum. Four multiplied by 6 plus 3 divided by 3 plus 1 is what?
And start the clock. And stop.
All right, time is up. Let's move on to the next sum, please. 5 plus 2 times 3 plus 4 divided by 5 equals?
Start the clock. And stop.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here. We have one sum left. Let's see how our teams will do. 7 plus 5 multiplied by 3 divided by 9 plus 8 is what?
And start the clock. And stop. Time's up. Time is up.
All right, let's find out how everyone did. Now, Team A, please show us your answer for the first sum.
So, Team A have, that's a 10.
All right, Team B, let's see what you have.
And Team B has, they did not finish.
Okay, let's see if Team A got that one correct, right?
Yeah, let's see. Let's find out. Charlie?
Well now, here we go. First sum. 4 multiplied by 6, that's 24. Plus 3, that's 27. Divided by 3, that's 9. Plus 1, the answer is 10.
10.
Whoa. All right. Looks like Team A, you have a head start there. Team B, do not worry. We have 2 more sums to go. Now, Team A, please show us your answer for the second sum.
So, for the second sum, Team A has 5.
Okay, Team B, let's see what you have.
Let's see. Let's find out. Team B has a blank. Well, I think I know what happened.
Yeah?
Yes, they ran out of time.
Probably.
Definitely. They probably ran out of time because 5 seconds is a very quick sum. But let's solve this one together as well. 5 plus 2, that is 7. Multiplied by 3, that's 21. Plus 4, that's 25. Divided by 5, the answer is 5.
5, wow.
Oh, good job, Team A. You have 2 sums correct so far. Team B, let's see if you got the third sum correct. Team A, please show us your answer for the third sum.
Team A has 11 for an answer.
Okay, Team B, let's see what you have.
And Team B has... Team B did not finish once again.
Okay.
Whoa, Charlie.
Well, don't worry about it, Team B. Let's solve this sum together. 7 plus 5, that's 12. Multiplied by 3, that's 36. Divided by 9, that's actually 4. Now, 4 plus 8 is not 11. It's actually 12.
12. Wow.
Team A, you are not too far from getting that one correct, but this only means one thing, that Team A have 2 sums correct so far. So Team A, congratulations.
Wow.
You, Team A, get to walk away with this fabulous textbooks. Team B, Mariah, what did you learn?
Well, Team B, don't worry. You helped me with my maths homework, and it only means that you get to practice.
That's right. Now, if you enjoyed playing the Big Three, make sure that you join Teacher Pendo for more mathematical fun on hot numbers. Now, that was a great game.
Yes, it was very exciting.
Oh, yes, it was. And I am going to need a rest because keeping time was really, really exhausting.
Well, Mariah, listen, the good news is that all of us here get to go on a short break, but you have to finish up on all this cleaning.
What? Really? Do I have to?
Do you have to? Marara, let me show you something.
What?
But what this is? It's a bottle. You need to finish cleaning up. And you need to do it quickly because we still have a lot lined up for today's show. We have hot numbers, wild zone, career zone, and bus stories, plus spell it.
That's right. Don't go away. We'll be back with more fun and learning right here on the KnowZone. Welcome back, everyone. We are glad to be here with you all. So before we start, why don't we remind everyone at home what the buzzwords are?
Campaign.
Labor.
Program.
Income generating.
Now, all of these buzzwords teach us more.
I'm sorry, Charlie, but is this clean enough for you?
Yeah, sure. It's brilliant.
Right.
Now, all of our
are you sure? Are you really, really sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Marara, we're trying to do the show. See?
I'm sorry. Never mind about me.
Okay.
Marara?
I'm sorry.
Okay, all the buzzwords are all about...
They're all about child labor.
Right. They are all about child labor. Now, why don't we go into the wild and find out whether the animals treat their young better than we do?
What?
Yes, it's time for Wild Zone.
The Wanjala family live in a typical African village in northern Kenya. But the father, Morris Wanjala, is atypical. He has plans to change this landscape, to rearrange the trees, and to help one of Africa's most dramatic creatures. But it won't be easy. The crowned crane is having a difficult time. Though many Kenyans like the bird, they may unwittingly be threatening its future. Its survival is on the line. Will Morris Wanjala and his friends be able to save the Queen of the Marsh? This is the place with the problem, the home of the Queen and her mate. It may not look much like a palace, but it's one of the most precious places in Kenya. It's called Saiwa, and it's tiny. Every morning the cranes leave Saiwa Swamp. They fly a short distance to a very different kind of place. Below them, they see the edge of their home. Then a great expanse of tightly farmed maize, the staple diet of Kenya's burgeoning population, of which Morris Wanjala will turn out to be a key figure. These fields of grass and maize at this time form the dance floor for the courting royal couple. But they'll stop soon, for the main reason that they've come here, to feed. Though they must have the nightly security of the swamp, they also need the farmland, and in these fields at least, they get on well with the people and their cattle. Mostly they eat seeds, roots, insects, and other small animals. They rest in each other's shadow during the heat of the day, but when they've eaten enough or the right time comes, they will return to the safety of their Saiwa roosts.
That was an excellent episode.
Oh, yes, it was. But I didn't see any of the animals cleaning. So why do I have to clean?
Well, let me see. Maybe because you don't live in the wild?
Oh, she's right, you know. Now, for you at home, if you'd like to know more about the wild areas you've seen or about Marara's animal friends, you should become a member of the KnowZone Club.
That's right. Just text the word zone plus your name and address to
5606. Yes, and you will become an instant KnowZone Club member. Now, don't forget to ask your parents to help you with the text.
Oh, wait. I know what that sound means. It's time for
me to stop cleaning.
Actually, no, Marara. You need to keep cleaning. But it is time for us to go and join Teacher Pendo on Hot Numbers.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Teacher Pendo.
Welcome to Hot Numbers. Today we are going to be learning about circles. We are going to learn how to draw. And Marara, what are you doing?
Well, you said we are going to be drawing circles, right?
Yes.
Oh, so I was looking for my glue, my round sharpener, a coin, you know, things I can draw circles with.
Oh no, Marara, you won't be needing any of those things. We are going to be using a compass to draw the circles.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay, now before we begin though, let us go over the parts of a circle. Now, who can tell me what the circumference of a circle is? Yes, Kabosi?
The circumference is the distance all around the circle.
Very good. What about the diameter?
Teacher Pendo?
Yes, Marara.
I think this is the line that cuts the circle into a half. And it passes through the center of the circle from one side to the other.
Well said. And finally, who can tell us what the radius of a circle is? Yes, Anyango?
This is the line that goes from the center of the circle to the circumference. It is half the diameter.
Aha, very good. So let's look at the diagram on the board. Now we have O as the center, and we have diameters A, B, and E, D. And we have radii OC, OD, OB, OE, and OA. Now, with that done, let us proceed with our drawing. Now, I want each one of us using our compass to measure a distance of 5 centimeters. So let's measure a distance of 5 centimeters on our rulers. Okay, now with the pointer of your compass firmly fixed in one position, turn the pencil end around to mark the circumference of a circle. So using the same radius that we just measured of 5 centimeters, we are going to draw a circle. Okay, does everyone have a circle drawn out?
Yes, Teacher Pendo.
Good. Now take your pencils and mark the center of the circle with a big dot. So using these pencils right here in front of you, so pick a pencil and then mark the center of your circle. Now remember where the pointer of your compass was, that is where the center of the circle is. Once you've done that, take your rulers and measure the radius of your circle, which is from the center to your circumference. So what do we get?
5 centimeters.
Very good. Now you will notice that the radius of the circle is the exact same length we measured out with our compasses. So when drawing a circle, the length that you picked with your compass is the radius of the circle you will draw. You can either increase or decrease this length to change the radius and hence the size of the circle that you draw.
Oh, Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marara.
Oh, I've measured the diameter and it is 10 centimeters long.
Oh, that's excellent. Well done. Now, the diameter is twice the length of the radius. So, 5 times 2 gives us 10 centimeters. So, what if our radius was 6 centimeters? What would our diameter be? Yes, Winnie?
12 centimeters.
Well done. And if our diameter was 30 centimeters, our radius would be? Yes, Mugaizi?
15 centimeters.
Excellent. Now, what I have here is a cut-out circle. Now, as you can see, the center has been marked by the black dot. Now, what I am going to do next is to draw 2 radii. All right. So this is how it should look like.
Oh, Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marara.
It looks like a piece of birthday cake.
Yes, Marara, it does. Now, normally I would have cut this piece out, but I had prepared one earlier. So, as you can see, what I have now is called a sector. A sector is a region enclosed by a part of the circumference and 2 radii. Now, we have 2 sectors, a smaller one and a larger one. Now, right now, let's try making patterns using circles. Does that sound like fun?
Yes!
Yes, it is very exciting, and you can make very many patterns from circles. Now, today I am going to teach you a very basic pattern. Now, first and foremost, draw a circle of any radius. So let's draw a circle of any radius. You can use another page. You have another paper, don't you? Okay, draw another circle of any radius. And using the same radius, place your compass on any point of the circle and make 6 marks along the circumference. So make 6 marks along the circumference, something like this. So they should all be at an equal distance from each other. And finally, with each of these points as the center, draw arcs in the circle from one side of the circumference to the other. And it should look like something like this. All right, now you repeat this 6 times and you should end up with a pattern that looks like this. Have we all managed to get the pattern?
Yes, Teacher Pendo.
Wonderful. Well, that's all we have time for today. Why don't you practice drawing circles at home? And I hope to see you next time for more hot numbers.
Teacher Pendo.
Yes, Marara.
I want to try making some more patterns with circles.
You do that, Marara, but you just have to wait a little bit because it's now time to see what profession is being profiled on this week's Career Zone.
Hello, can you tell us a little about yourself?
My name is Dina Merolin Akoth and I work for UNCAN Kenya as a social worker. UNCAN is the African Network for Prevention and Protection Against Child Abuse and Neglect.
Did you need any qualifications, training or experience for your job?
To be a social worker, one has to go to college for social work or community development study, or you can do a degree in sociology.
Please tell us what you do in a typical day.
As a social worker, my work entails bringing community members together so that we address issues that affect them together. For this specific project, I need to mobilize, especially the stakeholders that we are working with, so that we bring children together who are affected, we recruit them and take them back to school.
What is the best aspect of your job?
I love my job because I touch the life of a poor child positively. This is very much satisfying because I give hope and even assure the child of a brighter future.
What are the main challenges of your job?
As a non-government organization, the community expects a lot from you. And so they expect you like to give to them maybe what is not within your project. As a social worker, we need to reach out to the beneficiaries and even community members. Sometimes means of transport because of poor roads is very difficult, and this one tampers with the timely completion of our project.
In your opinion, what skills or characteristics does one need in this line of work?
As a social worker, you need to be very honest because you are working with so many people. They're looking to you to give them your advice, so you need to be a role model. You are working with different kinds of people, so you need to be very humble and down to earth. You will be meeting poor people, you'll be meeting rich people and various kinds of people. So you need to be very warm because so that you are approachable.
What advice would you give anyone interested in your line of work?
I just want to tell children that they have to be disciplined. As when you are disciplined, you do the right thing at the right time and at the right place. And this will ensure that you have a brighter future.
Wow, you know, the more I watch Career Zone, the more I learn. I think it's my favorite part of the KnowZone.
That is really great, Mahar.
Well, we hope it's helping you think about what you want to become when you get older.
Well, now it's time for our studio guests to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight for our
Wait. I think I have some cleaning to finish off. So, bye.
Well, it's time for the ultimate spelling challenge where we get to see who will be this week's spelling champion.
It's time for Spell It.
Animal, chapter, building, narrow, respect, deep, vegetable, work.
Welcome to Spell It. Nyambura, Anyango, and Mugaizi. You are about to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight to compete for the title of today's KnowZone Spelling Champion. Now, the winner will walk away with their very own KnowZone dictionary.
Each contestant has just 30 seconds to spell correctly as many words as possible. If you want to hear the word again, just say repeat, and the word will be repeated for you. Each word is worth 1 point. So the more words you spell correctly, the higher your chances of winning. Now, the words are directly related to child labor, which is our theme for the show today. Are the rules clear?
Yes. All right. Mugaizi, you are up first. Please take your place on the spelling zone.
Mugaizi, your 30 seconds start now.
Law.
L-A-W.
Affect.
A-F-F-E-C-T.
Force.
F-O-R-C-E.
Domestic.
D-O-M-E-S-T-I-C.
Campaign.
C-A-M-P-A-I-G-N.
Slavery.
S-L-A-V-E-R-Y.
Employ.
E-M-P-L-O-Y.
Rescue.
R-E-S-C.
Time is up.
Good job, Mugaizi. Now, Anyango, you are up next. Please take your place on the spelling zone.
Anyango, your 30 seconds start now.
Labor.
L-A-B-O-U-R.
Abuse.
A-B-U-S-E.
Detain.
D-E-T-A-I-N.
Education.
E-D-U-C-T-A-I-O-N.
Crime.
C-R-I-M-E.
Outlaw.
O-U-T-L-O-W.
Human.
H-U-M-A-N.
Suffer.
S-U-F-F-E-R.
Prison.
P-R-I-S-O-N.
Consent.
C-O-N.
Well done.
Well done. Nyambura, you are up next. Please take your place on the spelling zone.
Nyambura, your 30 seconds start now.
Legal.
A-I-L-E-G-A-L.
Globe.
Repeat.
Globe.
G-R-B.
Deny.
Repeat.
Deny. Income.
I-N-C-O-L-E.
Illegal.
I-L-L-E-G-A-R.
Mental.
Time is up. Well done, Nyambura.
Well done.
After that spectacular round of Spell It, I think we can jump straight into the results. Our runner-up is Nyambura, which leaves us with Mugaizi and Anyango. Now, in order to make this presentation, I'm going to need a second dictionary because tied for first place with a total of 7 points each. Ladies and gentlemen, our joint winners, Mugaizi and Anyango. Step forward, please. Michael, I'll take this. And thank you, Mike. Congratulations, Mugaizi. Here you go. Congratulations, Anyango. Here you go. You are both our KnowZone spelling champions. Show everyone at home your dictionary. Another round of applause. Step back.
Wow, congratulations, Anyango and Mugaizi. Now, Nyambura, do not worry, we have a prize for you too, courtesy of our friends, the Longhorn Publishers.
Now, that was a wonderful round of Spell It.
You know what? Actually, we should have Marara come in for Spell It. I think he would enjoy the attention.
He would. He probably would.
Yeah.
But he's too busy cleaning. Actually,
That's right.
now that we think about it, I know some people who we can talk to who experience tension every week.
I know who you're talking about.
You do?
Yes, I do. Let's join Boomba, Zawadi, Specs, and Raha on Bus Stories.
What do you mean I think everything is about me? You're the one who can't sit still.
Bomba, Zawadi, chill.
You know what? If it wasn't for me, you would not have won that stupid dress of yours.
Hey, Boomba, Zawadi, sit down and keep quiet.
For else? Yes, Tisha. You know, I have a story for you. Once upon a time, there was a team of 4 magic superheroes. The 4 superheroes will go around destroying monsters and saving the world. They all thought that it would be okay because they were around and they were a team. Bomba and Zawadi were always competing though, and it made work a lot easier for Specs and Raha.
Well, it's only because Boomba was the most important person. So says your face. Don't even get me started with your face.
If I have to tell the two of you to pipe down one more time, I won't just be saying it.
Oh boy, shall I continue? One day, after defeating a monster, Boomba began to brag that he was the only one the team needed, and without him, the team could do nothing. Zawadi, in anger, argued with Boomba, and soon they got into a fight, which Boomba eventually won. This made Boomba's ego grow even larger, and Boomba decided that he will not be needing the team anymore. Boomba announced that he was going solo and walked away. Soon after, Boomba came across a big yellow bird tearing up a city. This was definitely what Boomba would be looking for. Boomba got close and went invisible, then climbed a tree until he was at the monster's height. Then, he jumped on the monster's back, trying to wrestle it to the ground. The monster flung Boomba to the ground. Boomba tried and tried, again and again, but each time, the monster just flung him away. Soon, Zawadi, Raha and Specs showed up. Boomba saw them and left them to eat. Specs tried to convince Zawadi to listen and get Boomba back. The monster was all-seeing. They might need someone invisible. Zawadi shook her head vehemently. Sighing, Specs called them over and whispered a plan. Raha was getting into position when the monster sighted her and drew her aside. Zawadi was zipping this way and that, and the monster was getting angry. Feeling overconfident, Zawadi happily shouted out that they don't need Boomba. But as soon as she did, the monster grabbed Zawadi mid-stride and threw her against a tree.
We really couldn't use Boomba.
Wait and see. It's my story, right?
Yes, after all, it was Zawadi who got caught.
Only after Boomba failed.
So where was I?
Oh yeah, the monster. So Zawadi looked up and saw a hand. It was Boomba's, helping her up. She took it. Specs and Raha joined them. Specs smiled at Boomba, then drew his plan in the sand. Zawadi and Boomba looked at each other, and Zawadi dashed off. Boomba disappeared. Zawadi was zipping around the monster, but staying just out of its reach. Boomba kept throwing rocks at the monster from different angles. The monster was concentrating so much on the two that it didn't notice Raha climbing up a tree, getting closer and closer to its ear. Finally, Raha was in position, and she let out an earth-ripping scream into the monster's ear. The monster was startled and staggered for a while before crashing into the ground. Zawadi and Boomba wasted no time in tying the monster up.
The team won in the end.
Yeah, that was cool. Maybe, just a little bit, you did help us, Zawadi.
Yeah, and did you take that last pen pretty well yourself?
Well, we won as a team. Nothing else matters.
That was an amazing story. Did you all enjoy it?
Yes! Oh, I've finished. The studio is spotless.
That's very good, Mara, but you're a bit too late because we've come to the end of the show.
Yes, but good job cleaning the whole studio. Now, for you, thank you very much for coming to help us with the show today. You've all been amazing. And for you at home, thank you for tuning in.
And if you would like to become a member of the KnowZone Club, all you have to do is ask your parents to send us a text with the word zone plus your name and address to
25606.
And you will become an instant KnowZone Club member, just like all of us.
Until then, be sure to join us next Saturday for more fun and learning.
Well, come on, everyone. Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.